All right, Mr. Taliaferro TV, how's everybody doing out there? Now listen, this has been a probably 5 to 7 year old hip hop conversation ever since Drake has kind of stepped into the forefront of the rap scene. There always been like this notion that Jay-Z and Drake have been taking like little jabs at each other. Nothing ever too serious, but it's like one of those things where to even get a diss from Hov, like you gotta be on a certain type of level. And that's always been the thing, like, yo, Jay throws shots at Drake's because Drake has entered that ramp, right? Now, from the 6 p.m. in New York to the 9 a.m. in Dallas to the 4 p.m. in Calabasas, if you read through those records, a lot of people believe every now and then Drake has taken a jab at Jay. And if you look at the records, like I Got the Keys, and a couple other of Jay's records as of recent, that he could only be talking about Drake because, like I said, Jay doesn't just throw shots at anyone. You have to reach a certain plateau to even receive a response from Jay. And that's been an ongoing hip hop thing for the last 5 to 7 years. Now, as of recent, a lot of people were like, yo, maybe this isn't a thing. We seen Jay hop on Drake's new album Scorpion on the Talk Up record, and that's a new verse. Jay's talking about Trayvon Martin, Jay's talking about Zimmerman, he's talking about XXXTentacion being killed. So that's not just like an old verse that Drake scrapped from somewhere. That's a fairly new verse from Jay, which had a lot of people in the hip hop community speculating like, oh, maybe there's nothing to it. And now with everything coming out with Kanye West, I'm guessing things are starting to clear up more and more. And I'm guessing we're starting to see that Drake's disdain probably was never for Jay-Z. It probably was for the guy that's in between both of them. They both have a mutual friend, Kanye West. And I think if you ask Jay and Drake, they'd both admit that they were both closer to Kanye West than they were each other, right? So with Jay's relationship with Kanye hitting the forefront in the last calendar year, and Drake's relationship as of recent hitting the forefront with Kanye West, it's clear as day that these two now have a clear pathway to show love to each other. And Drake showed a little bit of that love last night as he was spotted in Detroit. And by the way, this means a lot because Drake's on tour right now, right? So with Drake being on tour and still finding a way to go to somebody else's tour, that is not a common thing in the rap world, especially when you're as high profile an artist as Drake, probably bigger than Jay and Beyonce at this point. Drake was spotted at the show in Detroit. Him and Jay-Z had a moment that were able to catch up. This is dope for the culture. This means a lot. This clears up any speculation. And it looks like all signs are pointing that the thing that was getting in the way of their relationship maybe was Kanye West, because Drake and Jay-Z, two of rap's finest, looks like they're on the same page. What y'all think? Did you ever think there was a beef between Drake or Jay-Z, or did you think that was all media, radio-driven drama that was never even true to begin with? Y'all talk to me in the comment box below. Drake and Jay-Z spotted sharing a moment at the On The Run 2 tour in Detroit. I'm out. I came from nothing, but I want everything God has for me. I interview celebrities. I talk sports. I still represent the culture.
I got the kids, they are now tuned in.
Yo, we locked in right now, Mr.
Taliaferro.
Mr. Taliaferro.
Mr. Taliaferro.
Mr. Taliaferro.
Shout out to Mr. Taliaferro.
You're watching Mr. Taliaferro TV.
Mr. Taliaferro TV, here with the triple B's, you can't do nothing but win.